Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of Dragon Quest VIII. So I'm here in Ascantha, and I'm going to start exploring and talking to people and stuff, starting with him. Have I heard of a jester called Dual Magus? Huh. As if a jester could come to, or would come to a gloomy place like this. Look around you, everyone here is dressed in black. Oh yeah, he is dressed in black. If a jester had been here, he'd have stood out like a sore thumb. Oh! Let's open up the map very fast. Oh, I'm standing... I guess you can enter this well. Let's, have Genghis here use a, nose for treasure. By the smell of it, there's 8 treasures somewhere around here, Gov. Let's talk to my party members as well. Then I'll enter the well. Ascantha ain't got much going for it, eh? Everyone's dressed in black the whole time, never taken a step outdoors. What happened to the place? I thought I'd seen the last bit of black cloaks and gray mantles when I left the abbey. Still, morning dress does have some redeeming features. I spy some strikingly pretty faces amidst the drab tones. Perhaps I might be able to cheer 1 or 2 of them up. Everyone's dressed in black. They all look so sad. It reminds me of when Alistair died. Jessica, I don't know what to say. Oh, this is why I ain't no good with women. Okay, so let's go inside this well here, and there's a sparkly object on the floor here. Hero finds a lady's ring and put it in the bag. Okay. The fact that it wasn't in a treasure chest or a pot seems to indicate that it might be special. It has a defense of 2, an extravagant and expensive ring lost by a rich woman. That description. Hero can equip it along with the rest of them, but I don't have to. That's an interesting little description that they had there. I wonder if it's related to a quest at all. So I think it's... I don't... If only the king would get better again. It's been 2 years now. We all have to wear mourning clothes and everyone is so gloomy. It's unbearable. And she's wearing black too. I was gonna say... Actually, I don't even remember what I was gonna say now. I got distracted by her. Oh. I just found 2 items in this house, so that means I should only have like 7 or 6 items left, right? I'm fed up with always being indoors. I want to go and play outside. Oh, you're not from around here, are you? Whatever brings you to a place like this? I don't want to speak out of turn, but you should leave now, as soon as you can. We will in a second. So I'm currently in this house right here. And the shops and inn are all on the right-hand side. So I'm going to go explore on the left-hand side first. Before I'm done with the other side. Nothing over there. A bunch of graves here. I wonder if you can examine any of them. Nope. I'm never gonna give up. Come on, man. Sheesh. Why put them all there? Why make it so you can examine them in the previous game and you can't examine them in this game? That's annoying. Little girl here. The black cloth covering the castle is there to show that we're all sad. That's why we dress like this too. We haven't been able to wear anything but black for two whole years. Whoa. Maybe I missed the part where somebody else said that, but none of the books appear to be particularly interesting. Okay. I finally found something that's interesting for him to read. It's a book of poetry entitled The Tale of Ascantha. Luna, Luna in the sky, on nights of the full moon I shall try. If in the right place I do sit, A door is revealed by the light you emit. On the highest hilltop, I shall search, waiting in my mountaintop perch. The magic doorway shines so bright, but only on a full moon's night. Through the portal your dreams lie. You would try it if you were wise. Interesting. Very interesting. It's a cookbook entitled Chuffed About Cheese. You can make your own cheese. All you have to do is combine rennet powder with fresh milk. If you're fortunate enough to have access to an alchemy pot, simply put the ingredients in the pot and start cooking. In fact, you can make a whole variety of cheeses in the alchemy pot, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Every journey begins with a single step. Practice with the recipe for plain cheese first. Hero discovers a new recipe for the alchemy pot. Plain cheese equals fresh milk plus rennet powder. Okay. Nothing there. Come on. And nothing there. Let's talk to this guy now. Hey, wait a second. He's not wearing black. Every night, the sound of the king's sobbing plunges the country deeper into misery. If those left behind suffer so much, the souls of the dead cannot rise to heaven. Okay. Oh. There we go. Let's just toss a couple more herbs into the alchemy pot. Since I don't really have anything else I can mix right now, or anything else I can think to mix right now. There's actually plenty of stuff that I can mix, but I just don't feel like it. And stuff that's not really useful to me. Okay. Not to mention it would require knowing the exact recipe, and I'm too lazy to get the exact recipe for a lot of it. The shelves are lined with books related to cows, including The Cow Whisperer, The Dairy Encyclopedia, and Grass and Grazing, an Introduction. Okay. It's a book entitled Great Rocks. It may look silly, but take it from me, a stone hard hat is a great way to protect your noggin. And they're easy to make too. All you have to do is combine a stone axe and a certain kind of hat. Believe me, it's worth the time it takes to cook one up. Okay. It's a book entitled Leatherworking, an Introduction. A fur poncho is an invaluable garment. It protects the wearer from both heat and cold. It's also durable and lasts for a long time. Studies indicate that they can be created by combining two kinds of animal skin in some way. Hero discovers a new recipe for the alchemy pot. Fur poncho equals an animal pelt plus an animal pelt. Okay, nothing there. I'm glad that I'm finding all of these recipes and stuff. It'll be, even if I'm not going to necessarily make everything, it'll still be nice to have some of the recipes. And plus, I can always refer to the internet, so back when I was younger, I didn't really use the internet when playing this game. Mainly because I played games differently back then. The internet has made things a lot more convenient when it comes to not having to figure everything out on your own. The queen was so intelligent and level-headed. She was a pillar of strength for the king. I'm sure if she could see him now, she'd tell him to pull himself together. Let's see, I don't think there's anything else in here. Let's open up the map, or not map, but what? Oh, for a second there I was worried they tried to use Padfoot. There's 5 treasures, okay. I don't need to go up there yet. So I've explored the house there, the church, this house, the well. Now it's time to go over here. I can get back here. Yeah. Talk to him. If you don't mind, please try not to talk too loudly. I'll get told off by the guards if you make too much noise, you see? Okay, what about this lady? We're not allowed to laugh. We're not allowed to speak loudly. We're not allowed to have fun or be happy at all. We just have to spend every day praying in silence. Those are the king's orders. Well, that sucks. Let me see something. You can actually see the patterns. A little bit more detail there. That's neat. Okay, let's start off with the weapon shop guy here. I've not seen you before. Are you customers? Oh, you are. Well then. Hopefully there's some nice new weapons. I see an edge boomerang. A short bow for Angelo. Dagger I don't need. A wizard staff. The edge boomerang. Oh, darn. The edge boomerang is weaker than the boomerang that he currently has, which is a reinforced boomerang. Steel broadsword. I don't need anything here. Well, no, I'll buy the short bow. I'll give that to Angelo, since he doesn't have any sword-based abilities anyways. Giving that to him makes sense to me. So, transfer this to Angelo's inventory. There we go. Now let's talk to her, the armor shop lady. Welcome. How may I help you? Leather dress, iron cuirass, I think that's how you say that. Bronze shield, no. Okay, so the only things I need here are the leather dress and this right here. There we go. And I'll equip those on them both very fast. And hopefully this will be good for both of them. At the very least, Jessica definitely needs more defense. Oh, I can talk to her from behind as well. You're travelers, aren't you? Then hurry up and leave for another town. If you stay here too long, you'll just end up feeling depressed like the rest of us. It's not that bad here. If you're buying, then make it quick. Okay, lady. Let's first check out the stock, because I want to buy more medicinal herbs. Of course, you have antidotal herbs, the rennet powder. I have 4 of those in my inventory already. Moonwort bulb. Cures the entire party of the effects of paralysis. I have 4 of those too. But the only thing I'm going to be buying here are these medicinal herbs. I wish I could buy more than 9 of them at a time, but I'll deal with it for now. I'm going to probably get over 60. Around 68. That way I'll definitely have enough. Okay. And now that I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and search the inn over here very fast. Because why not? Oh. Talk to the innkeeper, I guess. How strange that you want to stay here at a time like this. Not that it's for me to stop you. No, I don't need to. 40 gold is a little bit expensive, and I've already healed up somewhere else anyways. Why is the camera freaking out there? The king and queen often used to sit and talk in the park in front of our inn. They were such a wonderful couple, so good together. Huh. Okay. Now that I've done that, I'm gonna go ahead and make my way to what I'm assuming is the castle. It's kind of interesting. They've got the black, what are those, banners or something? Some kind of thing to help mourn for the queen. Ascantha is in a period of official mourning for our late queen, so don't go making unnecessary noise. I'm surprised you're letting me in at all. It's been 2 long years now since the queen passed away, but the king... never mind. Okay. As always, take the side entrance first. Oh, we start off with a couple of cabinets. MIDI metal. 42 gold. I'm gonna check something right fast. Just to make sure that this place is different. 3 treasure chests. So that does line up with what outside, where it said 5 before, and now it's saying 3 because I just picked up 2 new items. When I was a child, I never missed a chance to go off climbing mountains and swimming in rivers. I'd often make a right mess of my clothes and come home to an ear bending from my mum. There's not much work for me to do with everyone just praying, so I try to pass the time with idle chit-chat. Let's see. I mean, at least this place is kind of peaceful, despite all the other stuff that happened. So I think that this will lead right back around to the other side, and look at that, staircase going up. But first things first, let's just check to make sure. Yeah, this does go outside. So if I use his nose for treasure again, it should say 3. Yep. Okay then. So this time I'm gonna go up this staircase that's off to the left here. See what's up here. Should be outside. Yeah. And so far, there doesn't seem to be anything, which is a little bit odd. Oh. Never mind then. I wonder if I should have entered the main entrance down below. Red mold. Medicinal herb. I always try to cook His Majesty's favorite meals, but he won't eat so much as a bite. If he keeps on like this, he'll end up joining our dear departed queen. Huh. Okay. So this is clearly one way I could go, but I'm gonna go in here first. This room is kind of empty, isn't it? His Majesty's maid Emma has been working so hard these past 2 years. She hasn't taken a single day's holiday. The king's still spending every day in tears despite her best efforts, though. It must be very hard on her. Interesting. Let's go downstairs first. Since, I'm pretty sure upstairs will probably lead to some kind of event. This is Ascantha Castle. But whatever brings you here to our kingdom? That is a good question. Does this lead back outside? I just heard the ding. I heard the ding for items. The alchemy pot in particular. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what is going on with the alchemy pot. Did I ever equip those items on the characters? I'm so absent-minded, I don't know. I'm assuming I did, but it's possible I didn't. I do believe you're onto something here. It'll take some time before the item's ready, blah blah blah. Okay. Okay, now I'm sure that I did. That's good. A chunk of mold with a fiery red color. And that's kind of disgusting, but I'm I'm sure that it's useful for stuff. Okay. Oh, I can't go up the little thing. I can't even examine that. Wait a second. What's that pattern in the center? Huh. Okay. What's back here? Oh, this is the one hallway with the two paths going off different ways. Actually, there's something I want to check over here. Again, just very fast. Okay, I wanted to make sure there wasn't some kind of door that I passed by earlier that I didn't really pay attention to or something, but no, there wasn't anything like that. It was the door that I just went through. So, I want to use Yangus's nose for treasure one more time because I think I found everything. Nope, there's one more. I just gotta remember that for future reference. The audience chamber is just upstairs, but if you come to see the king, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. The minister deals with visitors nowadays. Huh. There should probably be an item in one of these. Yep. And that should be it. But I'll still search everything just in case. Make sure there aren't any books on this shelf here that, you know, the way that shelf is designed with all those different books on it, it makes me think that maybe there was something there. Nothing here. So let's go upstairs. There might be something upstairs. The king's chamber is just upstairs. Okay. There's another weird statue. More of that symbol. Wait a second, is that an elf? Look, the ears. Interesting. And there's that weird symbol that they had again. I don't know if that means anything or not. I don't remember. Ah, it's most unusual for us to have visitors here. Welcome to Ascantha. Regrettably, you find us in mourning for our late queen, so the king is presently unavailable. I'm afraid I must request that you leave. Okay. Let's do that. Let's leave towards his room. Because why not? This is interesting. Oh, cutscene. He's got a room on the very top. Huh.
Are you feeling all right, Your Majesty? It's me, Emma, the maid.
Did she say Emmer? Maybe I'm just imagining it.
I see you haven't eaten any of the lunch I brought you, Your Majesty. I'll be sure to bring you your favourite for supper. Please, Your Majesty. Please answer me. I just want to make sure you're all right. Very well. We'll leave you in peace. Excuse me.
You're not going to comment on the stranger standing here? Now that I think about it, there really should be guards up here, but whatever. Wow. You can see everything from up here, including the wide open field. Although it starts to get blurry the further off you look, so it's very likely that that it's not really fully modeled or anything like that. I wonder what a boundary break for this game would look like. It appears to be locked from the inside. Not terribly surprised by that. You can't peek in from the windows or anything, right? Although that'd be kind of creepy. But some games would allow you to do it. And some of them would even encourage you to do so. Let's talk to her very fast. I wasn't expecting another cutscene.
He's hardly eating a thing either. And I could hear him weeping all through the night yesterday. He was such a benevolent and wise king when the Queen was still alive. I'm terribly sorry I'm of so little use to him.
I see. So it continues. It must be difficult for you, Emma. But I need you to keep trying. If the king cannot recover from this, the country will fall apart. I just don't know what to suggest.
Ah, hello there. Do you seek an audience with the King of Ascantha? I'm afraid that His Majesty has been unavailable to visitors since the period of mourning for the late Queen began 2 years ago. He comes down to the royal suite every night, but I doubt that he'll grant you an audience. I realise that that must seem strange to you, but if you return after dark, you'll see for yourselves.
Oh, okay. So she's telling us to like, what, go to the inn or something? Huh. I was just checking out the main character very fast. Our king has been unavailable to visitors ever since the Queen passed away 2 years ago. He comes down to the royal suite every night, but I doubt he'll grant you an audience. Blah blah blah, let's talk to this guy now. The king will not meet with anyone. Unfortunately, he has eschewed the company of friends and visitors for 2 years now, ever since the Queen died. He spends the daylight hours ensconced in his chambers, and then at night he descends to the royal suite, where he sits until morning, consumed by melancholy. He's so consumed by misery that it doesn't seem right to disturb him. Okay, so let's go sleep at the inn, and then return. I wanted to avoid sleeping at the inn, because it costs so much, but whatever. It's no big deal. I mean, it only takes like one fight to restore that amount of gold anyways, so... Let's go down here. And I'm not going to do it. I was about to do it, but I'm not going to. I was going to use the nose for treasure ability. Welcome to our inn, weary travelers. Would you like to spend the night? Or just rest for a while? In either case, I can offer you a rate of 40 gold coins. So I will rest until evening. The fact that they charge you for that is a little bit annoying, but it's fine. I mean, I could have waited until it turned night anyways. I trust you had a restful sleep. Please come again. There are some games out there like Genshin Impact, for example, or Xenoblade Chronicles, the first one. I don't remember if the second one allowed you to do it or not, but where you could, you know, manipulate the time of day, turning it from day to night and night to day, and you could even go to this, you know, very specific hours in the day and stuff. It kind of makes me wonder if this game would have benefited from that or not. I made a strong medicine. I'm gonna add 2 more. It's nice to at least have something to put in there. So this whole video is basically me just exploring Ascantha, but it's not too surprising. Wait a second, why am I going through here? I'm supposed to go upstairs, duh. I'm a little bit absent-minded. And we should be able to find the king somewhere. Somewhere being the keyword here. There's a lot of loading screens. And I think that that's him. But before we talk to him, let's go check out his room. Because even if there aren't any more items here, there should be something, like maybe, well, it's not that there should be, but there could be something like a bookcase or whatever. I'm glad that they actually let you in his room. I was just assuming that they might be able to because... But, darn, there's nothing here. Oh, and there's those symbols again, so that must be the symbol for this, this kingdom. Symbols on the little flags on the wall. Okay. Why? Why did you have to go to heaven and leave me all alone, my dear Sasha? It's been 2 long years. Time stopped for me when you left. I'm sure my heart died with you. Just one more time, even in my dreams. If only I could just see one more time. Huh. Well, he's kinda young for a king. Without you, my crown and my throne mean nothing. I'm helpless here, left all alone. Please, my darling Sasha, come to me one last time. If you don't, Okay. That sucks. Must be a funeral, I suppose. Crikey, look at all them miserable faces. Anyone thinks someone had died. Oops, I suppose someone has. So, you're supposed to say a few words or something, ain't ya? At a funeral, I mean. Right then, here goes. Ahem. I hope whoever it was will be, very happy and, is, or her, I suppose, new place. I mean, nestin' place. No. I mean, restin' place. I'm not talking to anybody, anyone else after that. What in the world, man? I don't know what to do, though. Maybe I should go talk to... I was gonna say, maybe I should go talk to Emma.
Oh.
But the game is gonna make me go talk to her anyways.
Did you meet with His Majesty in the royal suite?
You mean the throne room?
I must explain. The king is refusing to speak with anyone at present. Please forgive him if he caused offense. You see, he's never been quite the same since Queen Sasha died 2 years ago. If only it were possible to meet with those who've passed away. Oh, it would mean the world to the king if he could see his queen once more. You know, my grandmother used to tell me lots of stories when I was small. Lots of very strange stories. I'm sure there was one about a way to make any wish come true. No, it's no good though. I just can't remember it. I'm sure she'd be happy to tell me if I went to see her, but I'm so busy with work here at the castle. I'm afraid I must ask you a favor. I'd like you to go and see my grandmother. She lives in a house west of here, next to a bridge. Could you ask her to tell you the old story about how to make wishes come true? Maybe it's just a fairy tale, but if there's any chance it might be true, then I have to try and help the king. I wish I could go and ask her myself, but there's so much to do here at the castle, and I can't leave him on his own. I'm really counting on your help. My grandmother lives west of Ascantha, in a house next to a bridge.
West of Ascantha, in a house next to a bridge.
I pray at church every day that the king will be happy again. Please, help me to help him.
Okay, I think I know exactly where that's at. So, let's go down the stairs very fast. And it should be near the Riverside Chapel. She'll tell us where we're supposed to go next. Her grandmother or whatever. I'm assuming anyways. That or somebody else will tell us where to go next. So, let's zoom on over to the Riverside Chapel. But some mysterious forces preventing it. Okay. In that case, maybe there's a cutscene or something that you have to trigger before you can zoom out of here. I wouldn't be too surprised by that. A little bit odd that they Yeah.
I see. Magnificent! What a dutiful maid! Worrying about her master so. I am impressed. A faithful retainer like her is a most precious treasure to a king. And you say she's about the same age as my dear Medea? Very well. Now this is an order. I want you to help this maid with her request. I beg your pardon? A detour? Well, if you get onto it quickly, it won't be a problem, will it? Off we go. We must lend a hand to this delightful maid of yours.
Okay, then. I'm not terribly surprised by Trode being excited about this little mission of ours. Let's talk to the party very fast. It's a fair old schlep from Ascantha Castle to that Emma's house, eh? I doubt she gets to come all that often, what with being so far. Shame. So it's been 2 years since the beloved Queen of Ascantha died. And yet they are all still in mourning. The king must be a passionate man. Either that or he's just soft. I'll bet they were head over heels in love when they got married. And then she died before they had time to get sick of each other. It's the perfect love story. This is just a hunch. Call it a woman's intuition if you like, but... Humph. What are you blithering on about, girl? There's no way a girl's going to be that dedicated for no reason. Not a chance. Whatever are you talking about? Oh, please. Can't you just be quiet and let me speak? The cheek of it. So, she's suggesting that Emma is actually in love with the king or whatever. Ah, Medea's mother was a beautiful and intelligent woman. My dear departed wife. I don't know how I carried on when I lost you. The thought of our darling Medea was the only thing between me and despair. We must do all we can to alleviate King Pavan's misery. Losing a beloved is like losing half of oneself. Come on, no more dilly-dallying. Okay then, let's zoom on over to the Riverside Chapel now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and talk to Emma's grandmother. And then after I do that, I'm going to save and quit. Because this video is getting decently long now. It feels like I'm running faster than normal. I don't know why I felt like that for a second there, but it did. Talk to this guy. Have you, by any chance, come here looking for the mysterious legendary peak? Well, I found a strange old ruin at the top of the big hill upstream, but it was a bit of a letdown, really. It was just a crumbling old wall, nothing more, so I came straight back down again. All that trouble I went to, climbing up there and worrying that there might be a monster waiting for me around every corner. What a waste of time. Stop hissing at me, cat. If you go around to the back of the house and follow the river downstream a while, you'll come to a path down to the embankment. Once you're down there, turn around and head upstream. They say there's a cave somewhere over in that direction. The people around these parts don't go in there, mind. Apparently there's nothing on the other side of the cave but a boring old hill with a nice view. She's spinning yarn or something? I don't know exactly what she's doing. Yes, that's right. Emma's my granddaughter. I'm getting on a bit now, you see. So I know all the old Ascantha folk tales. Let's see, an old story about making wishes come true. That must be the story of that strange hill upstream here. Upstream of here, okay. It said that if you go there on the night of the full moon and wait quietly all night, a door to another world will open. It's probably just a silly old fairy tale, though. I'm afraid I can't tell you whether it's true or not. It gets so cold and spooky up there, you see. I've never known anyone willing to stay the whole night to find out. Ha ha ha. So she is probably referring to the place that the other two people were talking about. Which requires us to go down this little slope here and follow along the river to get to the end. I'm gonna wipe out all these guys very fast. Let's use this. Hopefully we can finish this fight pretty fast. That was a neat little animation there for the bow. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna teleport back, or not teleport, but zoom back to the Riverside Chapel here in a second. After this fight, so that way I can avoid any unnecessary fights. Red mold, huh? So yeah, we're supposed to go down that little path there and follow along the river. And then we'll reach the next location. So, thank you very much for watching. The next time I play, that is exactly what I'll be doing. Yeah. See you next time. Bye-bye.